What is going on, you guys? I'm back with another video. Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 SS112 Optimus Prime. So before we get to Optimus, or maybe the accessories, let's go over the box. So here we have a nice big image of Optimus from Transformers 1, and this is the Optimus design. Transformers, the Generations logo, the Transformers 1 logo, nice bigger image of Optimus from the movie. And I do like this is Optimus's actual render from the movie. Nice big look at Prime's face. On the back you have your obligatory product shots and your bio for Prime. So that is it for the box. We will go over the backdrop in a little while. So in the box you get these guns that appear in vehicle mode, 2 smokestacks, Prime's axe, and the itty bitty little matrix of leadership. And you get Optimus. Now, this version of the Prime is based on his, I guess, this is the final stage of the Optimus Prime evolution of Orion, because from what we've seen in the trailers, Orion goes through at least 3 stages before he becomes Optimus Prime. Or 2 or 3 stages. You have his original body, which before he gets the T-Cog, and then he gets the body with the T-Cog, and he can transform into this vehicle. And then when he evolves into Optimus, I don't think any of the vehicle changes. But, yeah. So, this is his vehicle mode. And I can't say anything about it because it's a Cybertronian vehicle mode. And Cybertronian vehicle modes have a reputation of, well, what the hell is this? You can't argue with it. So, yeah. Let's take the gun, or smokestacks, plug them in here on the shoulders. Kind of completes the look. And then you can plug these in here on the truck to give him some firepower. You can put blast effects on here, but they do not plug in. They kind of just rest there. So, yeah. And you can store the axe. There's 2 pegs that go in between the knees, and then like that, you can store the axe in the truck. But yeah, so for Cybertronian vehicle mode comparison, here he is with the Siege Voyager 35th Prime. And I don't have the other figures that realistically I would want to compare them with, because Transformers 1 Megatron isn't out yet, and I don't have the Deluxe Bumblebee or the Alpha Trion, or none of them. So yeah, that's the truck mode. So let's go to his robot mode. And so here we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and I really like this design. It took me a little bit to get used to the animation style of what they were going with the movie, and then looking at Orion's face for all the trailers. But now that we're seeing more and more of the Optimus design, I'm really digging it. I'll go over some of my nitpicks though here in a little bit. So let's get a close-up look at Optimus's face. I mean, look at this. This is a good head sculpt. For what they were going for, the movie, really nice. Focus. There we go. Well, articulation-wise, his head's on a ball joint, so he can do the whole squirrel look. Arms can do a full 360. The hinge here for transformation does have a tendency of getting in the way. Arms can go in and out on hot rod shoulders. You do have a butterfly joint. Into transformation, you can bend the arm that way or bend the arm outwards. You do have a bicep rotation, elbow bend, wrist swivel. You do not have a waist rotation, but you have an upper torso rotation. You have the hip shirt that can move out of the way. Hips can go forward and back, in and out. There is a swivel here at the ball joint. Knee rotation, knee bend, toe bend, and ankle tilt. So you can get pretty poseable with this Prime. There was a shot that I've seen already from spoilers, but even though most Primes can do the leap of faith pose, apparently he's going to be doing this in the movie. I don't know. So, let's get into a couple of my nitpicks with the figure. One, the hinge does, like I said, does get in the way of some of the arm movement. Focus. My biggest nitpick is this crotch flap. Now, it's only on here via friction in these two posts. Take it off. And that looks more accurate to the movie. Because you have this crotch design here, but these little skirt pieces are on his design. But then you've got this fat crotch piece that throws his design off. So, there was a mod I seen, I think by, I forget his name, but he cut the center groin out and put screws here in the crotch plate, so you could still move the crotch plate but not have this design in the piece segment. Like, these would move, the crotch would move. I really liked that. But I don't know. Depending on how I feel about the mod, if I don't do it, then I am just going to take it off and leave it off. You still have the design and he looks perfectly fine without it. But for the rest of the review, it's going to stay on. So there's that. Now, also, since these can rotate, you can rotate them the other way if you want to create the Orion Pax look, kind of. But the only way you're really going to get Orion Pax is if you go on to Cults 3D and buy some of the upgrades that Hightail Creations made for him, like an actual Orion Pax face sculpt, a new chest piece that replaces this piece because this piece comes off for whatever reason. So, yeah. And my biggest nitpick is he's missing a lot of black. Yeah, look at the package. He's got a lot of black in his colors. The straight up red, blue, and the copper gold color. It's a little jarring without the black. I might add that later myself. I don't know. Alright, let's rotate these back up because this is Optimus. You can store the truck lasers. There are tabs here and there are ports here. If you line them up, you can store them back there. You can take his axe and put it in his hand so he can hack the Decepticons. Or if you don't want him to hold it, there are these two tabs here, and you can store the axe back there. And if you want your Optimus Prime with a gun, take any Optimus rifles you're not using and just give him a rifle. Or wait for some 3D printer guys to make guns from the movie. And then finally, his itty bitty little Matrix. This thing, this is probably the tiniest Matrix I've seen. Let me grab my Leader Primes Matrix. This is the most common Matrix mold we have. Here is the War for Cybertron Matrix versus the Transformers 1 Matrix. But the cool thing is, he can hold it. He's got these little notches in his fist. And the deluxe class one also can do this. So, put the tab. It is kind of finicky. Give me a minute. Okay. His left hand does not like holding it, but you can put the Matrix in his hand. Or if you don't want him holding it, you can, I find it easier to lift this part up, and then I can lift that up, and you can, whoops, Prime can hold the Matrix, and there we go. There he is, all primed up. Primed up. Now let's give him his axe and get to some comparisons. Okay, so here he is with the Leader Class Earthrise Optimus Prime, just so you can see how he scales with his G1 himself. And because I was down here with my custom cartoon Megatron. But yeah. Overall, I think this guy is pretty cool. Now, let's get the backdrop in here. Alright, here is the backdrop. Nice generic shot of Cybertron. So you can have Optimus here, being all Optimus-like. I want to recreate that shot from one of the more recent spots. He doesn't have a pointing finger, but he can point out his transform and roll out pose. But yeah. Overall, I think this is a pretty decent version of Optimus Prime. Again, I do have my nitpicks with him. He's missing all the black, and I don't like the crotch all that much. Again, I might just take the crotch off after the review, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, he looks great. I cannot wait to go see this movie. Can't wait for more Studio Series figures of these designs to come out. I think Megatron is next. Bumblebee comes out sometime next year. We're getting, I think, Starscream, Sentinel Prime. I don't think there was any listings for Elita. I don't think. Yeah, no. I don't. Yeah, we got listings so far for B. Megatron Starscream Cycle. No Alita, no Alpha Trion. We'll see what happens. But I give this guy a solid 8 out of 10. He'd be 9 out of 10 if he had some black and some a better crotch. Oh, but that, yeah. So with that being said, this has been the review for the Studio Series Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later.